listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listen to the sound of my voice. It is absolutely a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. When I tell y'all beautiful, it's beautiful. And I've been out early. I left out the house this morning around 7:50, and I'm back in the house, but it is like 47 degrees right now, going up to a high of 59. I thought yesterday was beautiful at 56. It's going to be 59 today, so it is even more beautiful than yesterday. Hope you're having a beautiful day to start off your day. Today is Tuesday, January 25th. I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my Uncle John Blunt. Sergeant John Blunt, happy birthday, Unc. Wish you many, many, many more. Today is his birthday. What's crazy is his wife's birthday is on the 27th. So that's pretty cool. So they kind of like the same people. Yeah, pretty much, right? Pretty cool. But anyway, happy birthday, Uncle Blunt. And many, 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 many more. I got to go holler at him today, though. I'll probably ride by his house because it's going to be so beautiful. It's 59 degrees, y'all. It's Christmas. I mean, it's winter. It's the winter, and it's 59 degrees. Now, granted, we had some cold days. We had some cold days last month. But right now, we got a beautiful day, 59 degrees, so it's going to be beautiful all day. All right, today is National Plan for a Vacation Day. Don't that sound nice? My daughter and I was talking about that this morning. One of my friends is a travel agent, and one of my dream trips is to go to Greece. So Greece, Italy, Africa, and Bali. I think that was it. Greece, Africa. Oh, Egypt. So Bali, Greece, Italy, Africa, and Egypt. Those are my 5 dream trips. Like, I know people want to go to other places. That's my 5 dream trips. And so definitely Greece. Greece and Africa are like my top 2. And well, Greece, Africa, well, they all my tops. They're my tops. So one of my friends is going to Greece. She's a travel agent, and she's got a trip going to Greece in August. And my daughter and I was talking about that this morning. Like, man, wouldn't it be nice to go to Greece with Lori in August? So we got to see how to make that happen, because that's one of my dream trips, to go to Greece. And so she's going in August, and so we kind of like, listen, today's the 25th, and we started talking about vacations today. You need to start planning yours, because I think Greece is kind of expensive. I think the whole trip to Greece is kind of expensive. We're gonna take Sugar Baby, and that may be a long ride for her. Like, I have no idea how long it takes to get to Greece from here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna Google it and find out, because that's just, I don't know. We went to, where did we go? We went to Vegas. She was a baby then. We went to Vegas. That was like a 5-hour trip. She did okay, but she starts to get a little restless. Like, let me see, how long does it take to fly from Atlanta to Greece? That's the power of Google. Ooh, that's a long flight. 10 hours and 52 minutes. Less if you take a direct flight. So I don't know if she can actually take that flight just yet, because that's a long time. And we did 5 hours to Vegas. She did okay with that one. She was a little bit younger though. And then we went to Boston last year, and that was about a 2-hour or 3-hour flight, and she did okay like for about an hour, and then after that she got super restless. But she's changed a lot. Like, the older she gets, the better she gets. So she's changed a lot. We could see the change from last year. When I tell y'all she was a real terrible 2. Ooh, she was a terrible 2. That baby got into everything. I was like, so I said to her mother, I said, yeah, you weren't like that. Like, you weren't like Sugar Baby. Sugar Baby was rough, to the point where everybody was like, oh my God, like, she was rough. But she's calmed down a lot, and she talks really well, and she's so cute, y'all. And that's my Sugar Baby. Anyway, today is National Plan a Vacation Day. It's also National Florida Day. Like, somebody's like, yeah, I'm planning a trip to Florida. It's National Florida Day. It's National Irish Coffee Day, and it's National Opposite Day. I don't know what that means, National Opposite Day. National what opposite? Opposites attract, opposites repel. What is it? National Opposite Day. I don't know what that means. But anyway, it's National Opposite Day. All right, let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thousand for today, January 25th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Don't take advantage of your expense account. Do not, Aries, take advantage of your expense account. You need to spend time with friends and family. Financial investments that deal with joint money can be extremely prosperous. Well, good luck to you, Aries. Financial investment that deal with joint money ventures, that's great. Prayerfully, they'll be prosperous. That'll be lovely. Taurus, you can become obsessed with details and must be sure to divide your time appropriately. You can get your point across and make valuable connections. This would not be the time to give too much to your children. Yes. Don't become obsessed with the details, and split your time up appropriately, right? Divide it right. Don't give so much to one and not enough to the other. Do it right. Gemini, relatives may play an important role in your personal life. You will not be able to trust someone you work with. You will be able to get good advice if you listen to close friends or relatives you respect. And the key word there is respect, Gemini. Listen to the ones you respect. If you know you don't respect them, don't listen to them. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you some bull crap advice. So don't listen to them. Only the ones that you respect, okay? All right, cool. Cancer, be sure to question any detail that you feel could leave you in a precarious position at a later date. You may find acquaintances being deceptive. If you're in the mood, go out and socialize or get involved in sports activities. All right, Cancer, listen. Watch your back. You got some acquaintances. They are being deceptive, so watch your back. Watch what you say. Watch who you hang out with. Watch your back all the time. It's a shame you got to walk around on high alert. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a shame. Even with the people that you think got your back, you got to watch them. So you got to watch everybody. Leo. You will be well looked upon due to your compassionate and giving nature. You will be able to work with the fine detail today. Talk to someone with experience about budgets and consolidating debts. Here's the thing. If you don't know exactly what you're doing, Leo, talk to that person. That person that's good with money, that person that knows how to create a good budget, that knows how to help you consolidate your debts and consolidate everything, put it in one controllable bill, and then pay it down. I was telling y'all yesterday, I think I got a few like doctor bills or lab bills that keep popping up. Like every time I get lab work, and it depends on your insurance. Like sometimes you think you got the best insurance until you get a bill like, where I get this bill from? That happened to me all last year. Like all of the bills I had last year were like lab bills. And so right at the when I tell y'all it was like December the 31st, my husband and I was paying off bills. It was crazy. And then to the point where I called my doctor. She probably thought these people are nuts. My doctor sent us a bill. But we both had the bill because, we take a physical at the beginning of the year. So I do like anything, kind of just throw the bills in a pile. I had a whole pile of this bill, right? And I was like, so I said to him, oh my God, let's see, can we pay this one off? We could not get a hold of her to save our lives. It was that Friday, and we were trying all day to find a billing department. Everybody was closed because it was New Year's Eve. And we were trying to pay off. Now, we did pay off some, which was nuts. Y'all should have saw it. It was like, I can't believe these people are rushing around trying to pay off bills. We were trying to get them all done by the end of the year. And we got quite a few paid off, but we had papers on the bed and it was crazy. He was online. We was on the telephone trying to just pay stuff off. And I couldn't believe, and I think she might have had, well, her bill wasn't that high. It was only $100, $112. But there was one company, and in the bill, I think it was an X-ray that I had. It was $457. I was like, I gotta pay this bill off because this is a big bill. And I was able to pay that one off because they had online bill paying. I can't imagine why nobody would have online bill paying at this time. I can my doctor office, she doesn't have it. I could have easily paid that bill online for my husband and myself, but she doesn't have. She has a billing person who does not answer the phone. I was like, who closes the billing department? You don't close until 5 o'clock on Friday. I know it's a holiday or a pre-holiday, but you got to get my money. You need to close at 5, 6 o'clock on pre-holiday. He was closed. And I was like that. So they called me about 2 weeks later. Hey, I was like, yep, nope, got to pay you next go around. It was crazy. Yeah, y'all missed that call. You need to get why would you not pay on? I would have an online billing system. I would have go to the website, pay your bill online. I thought that was a little in the world we live in right now, who doesn't have online bill pay? I thought that was crazy. But anyway, Virgo, try to be honest when dealing with your mate. Try to concentrate on research and acquiring information that will be of value in your chosen field. Opportunities to make financial gains through investments look promising. All right, try to concentrate on research and acquiring information that will be of value in your field. Let me tell you something. The one thing I can tell you right now is that there are so many ways for you to learn stuff, Virgo. If you have a field that you're interested in, when I tell you you can learn almost anything you want in that industry, you can. So what I would say to you is take some time to go online, do some research. You can go to something like Skillshare, Coursera, Udemy. They just have, and I want to say Harvard has a whole free university or something on their campus, on their website. But there's just so many ways for you to learn stuff. You can go to udacity.com. Udacity is a site that you go there and you get nano degrees from, right? So a nano degree, let's say for instance you were want to learn how to do artificial intelligence coding or something, right? You would go to Audacity and look that up, and they have courses there, and you take the course, and they're called nano degree courses because you would skip 4 years of nonsense that really don't matter, like history, right? Like that junk don't matter. I don't care what nobody say. You would skip all that 101-ness, and you would skip all of that. You go straight to the core of what you're trying to learn, and then you will learn that thing, and then you put yourself on the market and the job place to look for a job. So that's why a lot of these platforms are so important, because here's the other thing. A lot of these high-profile businesses, the Fortune 100, Fortune 200, Fortune 50s, they already recognize that, you know what, they don't need a college degree. Most of them were started by people who didn't have college degrees. They went to college, Facebook, dropped out, Microsoft, Dell. They all went to college and dropped out to start businesses. Now they own the biggest businesses in the world. And so you can just tell from that alone that a college degree is not super duper important. Now what I'm saying is, I'm not telling you not to get a degree if you want it, right? But is it necessary? No, because there are so many ways for you to learn the core of what you're trying to learn without going through all of the extras. So whatever it is you're trying to do, Virgo, there's a school out there that you can go to that kind of gives you the quick down and dirty, so you'll learn how to do it, and then you got to actually start doing it. All right, so I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thies, and stay tuned.
So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave. What's your excuse to make me cry?
welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Your ability to do detailed work will dazzle those who are less creative. Loss or theft may occur if you are careless with your belongings. Avoid lovers who already have a relationship. If it's even if it's a bad one. Oh my! I talked about this yesterday. Listen, Libra. Listen here. Let me tell you this. If that person is in a relationship, I don't care if it's bad. If they said it's been over forever, they need to be completely out. They need to live in their house. The other person needs to live in their house. It needs to be completely over. Do not, and I'm going to repeat this with a lot of passion, do not, Libra, put yourself in the middle of someone else's relationship, because it is a curse to you, and you will pay dearly for that. So do not do that. Let them get out. If you want to be in a relationship with me, then you need to be single and free. Like completely single and free. Not saying that you're single. Do not. And especially if they're married. Do not get in a relationship with somebody that's married, because it's a curse. You're going to be cursed. I'm just trying to help you out. Let them be completely out. If you out, then you out. My daughter was telling me about somebody who was telling her recently, oh, we together. I mean, we live together, but we're not together. When you still together, you live together. And she like, yeah, holler at me when you're not together. Holler at me when y'all don't live together. She always talk about, so she has a show out. You got to check it out, y'all. It's called Dating Amari. And it's partly fiction, but some of it is true. And it's about all the dates that she's gone on with these different guys in the different situations. It's hilarious. So go to her YouTube page and check it out. It's youtube.com/Dolly Hagler, DOLLYHAGLER. Check it out. It is hilarious. And so we were talking about this because in the episode this week, she dropped an episode every Monday, and it's just so funny. It's really funny. But check it out. But we were talking about the dating pool being full of pee, because she said that to me. When she said that to me, I thought I would roll. So she told me about this. She's like, man, it's hard dating out here. And she said the dating pool is full of pee. When I heard that, and she told me it's like not last year before last. I wrote a blog about it on Good Morning Gwinnett website because it was so funny to me. I had never heard the term before. But we were talking about yesterday about dating people, and she was saying that there's a guy on her job. He's married, but he was saying, oh man, we're married, but we're not together. But you still live in the same house. I'm telling you, if you get involved with somebody who's married, you're going to be cursed. You're going to have the roughest time of your life. Don't do it. Right? And so don't do that. If you want to have a good life, don't do that. I'm just trying to help somebody out. But she told me them stories, and it was hilarious. She's like, yeah, you need to get out of that situation. Yep, he needs to get out of that. Get completely out. Show me the divorce papers. Y'all completely over. Now we can talk. Don't talk to them while they're married. I don't care if they separated. Don't talk to them. Don't do it. You're going to be cursed. Scorpio. You could receive recognition for a job well done. Romantic encounters will be full of excitement. Some of that extra energy you have stored up must be put to a good use. I know. Now, what you going to do? Take karate or something? You're going to go to the gym? Put some of that extra energy to a good use. I don't know what that is for you. It could be bowling. I don't know. Softball. Go to the batting cage. I have no idea. Find a way to use it. Find a good way to use it. All right? Romantic encounters will be full of excitement. They normally are in the beginning. Everything when you first start out is exciting, it's new, it's fresh, it's fun, and then it dies. I know I sound like the relationship Scrooge today, right? No, I'm just keeping it real. Because here's the thing. That romantic encounter that's full of excitement right now, it usually fizzle out. And it takes two people to keep it alive. Two. You got to do some creative things. I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling you what I know for a fact. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Sagittarius, you can look around for the right place and enlist some of your friends to help you move. You need to spend some time reflecting on past experiences and involvements. Problems with your mate would develop if you don't let them have their way. All right, Sagittarius, I don't know. I guess you got to let them have their way today. Listen, you want to avoid the problems? Let them have their way. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what that means. Only you know. Now, letting them have their way, is that going to cause you some pain? I don't know. Anyway, Capricorn, don't overextend yourself in the process. Jealous coworkers may try to sabotage your attempts to get ahead. You'll be emotional about your personal life. Listen, this whole day seems like it's about relationships. So you're going to be emotional about your personal life, Capricorn. What's going on? What's going on with your personal life? Watch out for them backstabbers at work. Don't share your plans with them. That way they don't know you're trying to get ahead. Because if they know, they're going to try to sabotage you. So keep your plans to yourself about what you're trying to do to get ahead, because you got them haters. You got the haters and the backstabbers, and they may try to sabotage you. In the meantime, your personal life, you're a little emotional about that. Don't know why. Aquarius, take time to explain your intentions to loved ones. You can expect to have a passionate time if you go out with someone you are romantically interested in. Your ideas will be well received. See, there go another one. It's all about, it's a lot of love and passion and new relationships in the air today. Yes, as long as they're single. That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead, have a good time. As long as they're single. That's all I'm saying. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. Praise will be yours if you have been pursuing a goal. Yes, I have been pursuing the goal of releasing this NFT. Yes, I ain't looking for praise. I'm looking to get this thing released, because I'm stuck. Like, the technology is still kind of new, and I'm working with some new tech, and I'm stuck. So my goal today is to get unstuck and release my NFT. It's called Madam Butterfly, and I need to release it. I want to release it by February 1st. Now, first, the initial goal was to release it on Sunday, which is Sugar Baby's birthday, right? That was my initial goal. That didn't happen because the technology is not working correctly that I paid for, that sucks. So now I have to go back and do it the manual way, which I'm sure that's probably going to work. But I got to figure out how to do it, because it's real techy. And even though I like tech, I ain't real techy, but I'm going to figure that out so I can release Madam Butterfly NFT on February 1, which is Black History Month, which is pretty cool because it does have a lot to do with Black history in a way. So yeah, that's the goal I've been pursuing. Also, fish, you will be able to get along well with your colleagues. That's nice. You may have more to do with children today. Keep an open mind. All right, keep an open mind. Yep. People are going to be praising you for your work as you pursue them goals, and you're gonna get along well with your colleagues. That's beautiful. Not like the other people. Not like Capricorn that's got colleagues trying to stab you in the back. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for today. I'll be back again tomorrow to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thoughts. And now let's get on with some news you can use. So Pfizer and BioNTech began clinical trial for Omicron specific vaccine. Because they were saying Omicron was bypassing the one. Like, I done took all of them, the booster, the double shots. I done did it all, and I still think I'm susceptible to Omicron. So Pfizer and BioNTech have begun their clinical trials for a specific vaccine just for Omicron. Because Omicron seems to be a beast, y'all. It's just out there just taking people. And so the study will evaluate the vaccine for safety, tolerability, and the level of immune response as both a primary series and a booster dose in up to 1,420 healthy adults between the ages of 18 and 55. The study is broken up into 3 groups. So they're going to be testing this new vaccine on people between that age range to see how well it fights the Omicron variant, because that variant spread. I think it spread quicker than the original COVID. I don't think it's as deadly, but it could be, especially for those who've never had it. I don't know, but anyway, they're doing the study now to see can they find something for that. I'd be glad when they find something for something, because it'd be real nice just to go out. Like, I got to go to Atlanta 3 times this week, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. And I swear I hate wearing the mask because it makes my nose, like, I'm already stuffy. Like, ever since I had COVID, in 20, when I had it, the end of 20, my nose has never been the same. Like, my nose, I used to smell smoke, and there was nobody smoking around me ever. I would just smell smoke. So I stopped finally smelling the smoke, but I always have a runny nose, which makes me kind of like embarrassed because my nose is, I always have a runny nose. And so people looking at you like, you got a runny nose, you must have it. And I don't have it. It's just that ever since then, wearing those masks and wearing the mask make it worse for some strange reason. Like, it makes it entirely worse. So I just want to get back to the point where I could just walk the street breathe in the fresh air, and not worry about this little bug flying around that's going to get me. Oh, God. Will we ever get back to that day? I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, Gwinnett County records a number of teachers struggling with substitutes. They got teachers that they hired, but they're struggling to get substitute teachers. Isn't that something? Yeah, because people don't want to go into schools. They don't want to go into schools. They don't want to teach. They don't want to do any of that kind of stuff, right? So right now, the Gwinnett County Public Schools has hired more than 2,611 teachers so far this year, for the school year. 725 more than they hired in the last year. But they're having a problem trying to get substitute teachers, which is interesting. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't want to sub. Like, I guess they figure the money is not that well. And, you know, let me tell you something. I think what happened was with a lot of people, people learned that they could do things from home. Like, they can work from home. They can start businesses from home. And they're just okay with just not trying to go to work for nobody. They just really are. Now, let me tell y'all this. And this is, I'm always, when I see people that are homeless, if they're asking for money, and I got money on me, which is rare, because who carries money, right? I hardly ever carry money. But sometimes I do have a few dollars in my pocket. And there's this guy, he looks good and healthy, and he's always over by the Kroger's. And so there have been a couple of times that I've given him money. And I said to my husband the other night, I said, you know, this guy is good and healthy. There is a shortage of employees. Why won't he just go get a job? Like, he can go to Kroger's and get a job. Kroger's had to shut down last week. Kroger had to shut down the customer service counter because they didn't have enough people in the store to work. So they had to close customer service down. They could only run the cash register. It was crazy. And I said, why don't he just go next door and get a job? You know, and he's standing out here and he's asking for money. Now, I said that, but then I had to think, that's not for me to judge, right? It's not for me to judge. And I did have $1 in my wallet. One. And I said to my husband, give him $1. That's all I had, because I don't carry cash. Who carries cash? Not hardly anybody. I gave him $1, and he was like, thank you, God bless you, all that stuff. But in my mind, I'm thinking, man, why don't you just go into Kroger's and ask for a job? Like, they need you. They had to close the freaking courtesy counter down because nobody came to work. Like, it's crazy. So I don't quite understand that. But anyway, I think that's what's going on with the teachers. They got to go to school. Some of them want to get, some of them don't want to get vaccinated. Some of them are vaccinated and they don't want to be around the ones who aren't vaccinated. People don't want their kids to wear the mask. It's just a lot. Like, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine being around thousands of kids and you don't know who has. I just can't imagine. Anyway. All right, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Not sure I understand it, but everything seems brighter now than before. I don't know why I feel this way, but every time I hear your name, all my worries disappear, yeah. It's all because of you. I feel the way I fall in love so easily, 'cause I don't wear my heart up on my sleeve. Yeah. I don't know if you feel the same, but every time I hear your name, my worries disappear. It's all because of you.
back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So a second ago, while I was giving y'all some news, I got a phone call from my aunt. So I saw the phone ring, and I said, well, I'll call her back because, I'm on the show. But then my uncle called right behind her. Now that scared me because they literally called like a minute apart. So that scared me, of course. And I'm like, okay, I got to answer this call. I got to see what's going on. So I called him, and he told me that one of my family members had passed away. And she was a family member that was like, she was like one of the big inspirations in my life. I'm a little shook right now because she was the one. So she was my mom's first cousin, and she was the one who she was an entrepreneur, right? I remember the first time I realized she was an entrepreneur. She was selling Mary Kay, and she told me, she said, "You got the perfect lips for Mary Kay," and people have said that people have said you got really nice lips. And she was doing Mary Kay. She also did real estate. She also owned like a beauty supply. She was funny. She was on God, what was that court? The court where people sue you in court. She was on court TV one day. It was hilarious. Her name was Verna, and she had, let me see. So when I first learned about her being an entrepreneur, she did Mary Kay. She was doing Mary Kay. Then she opened up a hair salon. And so every time I would go do my radio show, I would go to the radio station because her hair salon was in Plainfield, New Jersey, around the corner from the radio station. So I used to be on radio, traditional radio, and I had a show called the Ask Audrey Show, and it was all about business. And so every Tuesday when I had to do my show and go to the radio station, I would stop by to see her, and I would go do my show at the radio station. So she had a beauty supply store, she had a hair salon, she had a bunch of real estate in Albany, Georgia, which is our home. And she was the entrepreneur in my family. And she was the one who I would talk to about entrepreneurship when I was younger because nobody else in my family was an entrepreneur, just her. And she was one of those, I feel like part of me was just like her because she never gave up, y'all. She never gave up. She loved being an entrepreneur, and, she got sick a couple of years ago. I knew she was sick, but she loved being an entrepreneur. Like, she loved this lifestyle just like I do. And I would talk to her because she understood. She would give me advice about things. And she was always doing something in that space. So my heart is breaking right now because she was like my family mentor. Like, she was a person that didn't mind taking a chance. I remember she went to Albany, and I look at Albany right now and I say, man, I'm going down there. I'm going to buy up all them houses and redo them. I say that all the time because there's a need for that, right? And she went to Albany one time and she bought up all these houses and she rented them out. But she rented them out to family members. And that was a lesson for me. Don't do that because they didn't pay the rent. And so she was left holding the bag with all, I think she had about five houses in Albany. And the goal was to rent them out, just so everybody would have a place to live. But the family members wouldn't pay the rent because they were family members. And so she was left holding the bag, and she lost all of the houses, I think, except for one. Because now she had all these houses that the family members wouldn't pay for it, and they wouldn't move out. So that was another thing. So, my heart is a little broken right now because I got that call, but I had to answer because when my uncle called, I'm like, okay, something's wrong. He doesn't call me back to back like that. He lives with me. So for him to call me, I'm thinking something is wrong. And it was. So please keep my family in prayer. It's weird because my mom passed last year. Her Verna brother passed right after my mom, and then now Verna. And down south, I don't know about anywhere else, but down south they have that old saying, people pass in threes. Well, they were brother and sisters and first cousins. Like my mother's mother and Verna's father, they were brother and sister, so they were first cousins. So it's like they all passed back to back like that. So I tell you. Anyway, let's keep it going. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like, she was the person in my family that was an entrepreneur. My dad was an entrepreneur too, but I didn't live with him, so I didn't walk that journey with him. She kind of walked me through my journey. I never did Mary Kay though. She wanted me to do Mary Kay. I'm not a big makeup person, so I couldn't see me really doing Mary Kay because I don't wear a lot of makeup. I'm pretty simple. Eyeliner, eyebrow pencil, that's about all I wear. And so I didn't get into Mary Kay, but I still followed her. I supported her. I would go to her store and buy stuff, hair products and stuff when I went out to do the radio show. And, I would go out there and talk to her. So one time, I got to tell y'all this quick story because this was hilarious. I can't think of the name of the judge show, but She was on this judge show, and this woman said that she took her hair out because she was a hairstylist, and she said when I went to Miss Dillard, she whatever she put in my hair took my hair out, right? So Berna told the judge, and she talked really fast. Judge, when she came to me, she had a bad case of alopecia. So my aunt called me, the one that just called me. She said, "Girl, Verna on. Oh God, what is the name of that court show? Verna on the court show on TV. It was hilarious, y'all. We were living in Jersey at the time, and Verna was on the court show because some lady was suing her because she said Verna made her hair fall out. Verna said her hair was already out. She had alopecia when she came to her, and she actually grew her hair. Now she had pictures. I don't know what the picture that she won the case to, but we were laughing about that so hard because Verna was a mess. She was a mess. She did her thing. So, rest in heaven, Verna Dillard. Rest in heaven, girl. She was a mess, but she was a diehard entrepreneur to the day they put her in the box, I'm sure. All right, let's keep it moving. The number of Gwinnett County public school students who faced discipline this year is about the same as last year during the pandemic. So apparently, there's a lot of kids right now that are getting in trouble in schools, and you have to ask yourself why. And that's what school officials are saying. Why is this the case? Right now, they said, unfortunately, the data appears to be trending high, said school board member Everton Blair after hearing a presentation at a recent meeting. So the kids are just, I don't know, they're out of control. Our school system here in Gwinnett County has about 180,000 kids, and about 10,000 high school kids have been have had disciplinary actions against them, and then about 4,500 middle school kids. What the freak is going on? And so now they have to try to figure out what's happening and why it's happening. And so, when kids were at home learning, it was less incidents. That's because they weren't around other kids. They were home. Now, there's no telling what was going on at home. But in the school system, there wasn't any. So now they have to figure out why this is the case, because that's a pretty substantial amount of children that's been in having disciplinary problems, and so they have to figure that out. Speaking of school board, yeah. Everton Blair may have some competition in the primaries. Yeah. He stepped down from being the school board chair here in Gwinnett County to run for the state school superintendent position. And so, just here recently, Dr. Jahai Howard said, "You know what? I'm running for the same board." He's a school board member out in Cobb County, and he said, I feel like I need to get in here because I feel like I can do a better job. That's pretty, in my mind, whenever somebody runs, so I've been told twice, I'm not running against that person. No, but you are. You're not running with them, so you're running against them. So he has decided, Dr. Howard is a dentist. He's also a school board member out in Cobb County. He says, "I'm excited about the first phase of the campaign that's centered on actively listening to educators and families before we finalize our platform," he said to the AJC on Monday. He said he was considering a run for the state job because the casual safety responses of schools to COVID-19. He also said he also felt motivated to run because he opposed what was described as a manufactured outrage over critical race theory. And so a lot of people I don't want critical race theory in the schools, and and for me, I feel like that's a history we need to okay, I get the whole civil rights and blah blah, civil war, and I don't know, whatever other war that was, fine. But when it comes to the history about African Americans in this country, I feel like that's a story that needs to be told, because when people understand why we have so much racism, maybe we won't have as much. But when your kid grow up in a household where you're a freaking racist, and that's all they know because they don't know anything else, because nobody's teaching them anything else, they're going to grow up to be a racist just like you. See, kids, they're not born racist. They're not, let me say that again. Children are not born racist. They're born to parents that are racist. And so if all you know is that my parents are racist, then what do you become? You become what you are around the most. You become the sum of the 5 people you're around the most. If your freaking parent is a racist, you're going to be a racist. We need to stop that. I remember watching this episode of Oprah, and a young lady was on there, and she was saying how and I forgot what her nationality was, and I want to say she was white, but she was saying how she grew up in this household with, I want to say, 3 or 4 brothers and a father, and they pretty much abused her. They were pushing, beating, punching, do all kind of crazy stuff to her. So she thought that was normal. She thought it was normal. They was racist, and she thought it was normal for her to get beat up and punched on, and then for her to see them do racist thing to black people. She thought that was normal until she went off to college, and she saw what a different world looked like, and she realized I was living in a very dysfunctional situation. Well, some people never leave home. They grow up there. That's their home. That's where they stay. That's the community they live in for the rest of their lives. And I don't see anything wrong with that. However, when you live in a community that's racist, when you live in situations that's abusive, and you never leave those situations, you're bound to be that person, to become that person. So I see what he's saying. He's saying, you know what? There was an outrage about critical race theory, and and I guess he wants to say something about that. I feel like it's an opportunity for the kids that are in school right now to understand the history of African Americans in this country. We were brought here for the most part. We didn't grow up here. We didn't ask to come here. They brought us here, and then they want to treat us like crap still in 2022. They don't even give us the right to vote. Unbelievable. All right, let's get on to some. The last 2 minutes have been pretty depressing, so let's get on to some good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, it's like somebody. I feel like I need a beer right now. I don't even drink beer. I hate beer. I think it's disgusting. However, I've been told that there's a beer out there that I would probably like. I haven't tried to find it. Let me say, I can't say I haven't found it. I haven't even tried to find it because I don't like beer. But I was told that they have some really good beers, and that there may be one out there with my name on it. One day I'm going to find out. In the meantime, let's talk about this. Suwannee-based Still Fire Brewing is preparing to open a new location in Cobb County next summer after Smyrna City Council approved the location by a 5-2 vote last week. So Still Brew is right here. Still Fire Brewing is right here in Suwannee, and now they're about to branch off and go over to Smyrna, which is pretty cool. There are a lot of breweries here in Gwinnett County. But anyway, Still Fire is going to be located in Smyrna's Market Village, which is 3 miles from Battery, Atlanta. The company official said Still Fire's second location will feature a full production brewery and distillery, large patios, and a beer garden and a rooftop patio overlooking the park, and green and exterior outdoor service station, 2 food truck bays, as well as a proposed permanent exterior food walk-up window. Sounds pretty nice. Like, I'm looking at the picture on Gwinnett Daily Post, and that looks beautiful. Like, you got to go see it. I think that's so freaking nice. You know what that does though? So the fact that they're not gonna have a restaurant inside, they're gonna help other small business owners that own food trucks. So you know that the brewery's there. You know when the open hours are there. You're gonna be able to pull up and sell your food right outside the breweries, and people are gonna come and buy it because the brewery itself is not selling food. I think that's so nice. I really, really do. So that's like entrepreneurs collaborating to do something beautiful. So congratulations, Smyrna. You're gonna get a good company coming in to serve and help other entrepreneurs out. I think that's pretty cool. Hudgens Center for Art is now accepting applications for the prestigious Hudgens Prize. Yes, applications are being accepted. This year, one Georgia artist will win a cash prize. Ooh, check this out. $50,000 and have a solo exhibition when he or she receives the prestigious Hudgens Awards. Yes, it's going to be awarded by Jacqueline Casey Hudgens, Center for Art and Learning in Duluth. The center announced in mid-January that it is accepting applications for the 6th cycle of providing the largest monetary award given to an individual in the entire nation. That's why I love Gwinnett. That's why I love Gwinnett. You see what I'm saying? That's beautiful. Like artists go, there's a reason they call them starving artists. There's a reason for that. Because they're pretty much passionate about what they do and don't really care too much about the business side. So the fact that somebody could win $50,000 for something that they love is exciting, not to just them, I'm sure, but to me as well. And I'm not even an artist. Anyway, since founding more than 40 years ago, the Hudgens Center is a nonprofit organization focused on supporting arts in Georgia, offering quality art education programs and exhibitions. So listen, go ahead, get your application in. If you are a starving artist, you won't be starving if you win that $50,000, but you got to get the application in. All right. Entries are submitted online and will be accepted until Sunday, March the 13th. 4 finalists will be named in early April. And the fall will bring a competition exhibition with the 4 finalists. You got to get this, and you got to be in it to win it. You got to be in it to win it. You got to be in it to win it. You got to be at least 18 years or older. There's a $30 non-refundable entry fee, which entitles the artist to submit up to 10 examples of your work. You want the money, you got to be in it to win it. All right? You can go to thehudgens.org, and find out more about the entry and how to enter. Yep, go ahead, do your thing. Good luck. I wish I was an artist. I would enter. I'm not an artist. Speaking of artists, let me tell you something. Now, let me just say this. There's a way to take beautiful pictures and turn them into amazing art. This is what I'm learning with creating my NFT. Because I can't draw a straight line for real. And I'm not exaggerating. I really can't. I can't back up straight. This is something crazy. I cannot back straight up straight. I've never been able to back up straight. Like I'm driving, I can't back up straight. And I cannot literally draw a straight line. I've tried my entire life to draw a straight line. Some people can draw a straight. I can't. My line is always my line always has a crook in it, and I don't know why, and I don't try to know why because it's not that important. But I can say this: I will learn how to use some technology. And when I tell y'all, you can take beautiful pictures and turn them into amazing artwork because there's so many great softwares out there to just change things around, add filters and change the way things look and make a mosaic. I know this because I've done it, and I'm going to do more because it's exciting, right? Because this gives me a real good opportunity to be an artist without really being an artist. Now, here's the thing. I know I'm not a real artist. Not in that sense, because people that can just take stuff and draw stuff and make it just look beautiful, they are God-gifted, talented artists. That's not me. I have other God gifts. The art would not be one of them. I'm the person that could find out how to make it. Find the technology to make it, to do the thing I need to get done. That's me. I can do that. That's my gift. If you tell me I need to figure out how to make this shoe, I'm going to find the best way for you to make that shoe. I'm going to do that. That's me. But anyway, there are some amazing softwares out there to help you turn stuff into art that just looks beautiful. And I've done that with my NFT because I'm not an artist. I took a picture that I took, and part of my NFT collection looks like artwork. It's beautiful. I'm like, that's because of software. It has nothing to do with me per se, except for I've got the perfect software to help me do that. And I'm going to do more of that moving forward. Not just for NFTs, but just in general. I may have an exhibition at the gallery one day because I know how to turn stuff into artwork. So I may have something. I may be on to something here. Let me just say that. All right, Krispy Kreme is going to give out donuts to donors, to blood donors. You get a free donut when you drop some blood. I know that sounds crazy, right? Yeah. Anyway, Krispy Kreme, there's a blood shortage. I think I talked about that last week. I think I talked about that last week. There's a shortage of blood, and Krispy Kreme is saying we're going to give out some donations for some donuts. Let me see. They gave away 4 million donuts last time they did this effort. Ooh, that's a lot of donuts. That's a lot of dough. That's so corny, right? That's corny, but it's the truth. They gave out about 4 million donuts when they did this blood drive before, and they're gonna do it again. So check your local Krispy Kreme to find out when can you go give some blood and get your donut. Right now we have the worst blood shortage in over a decade, and so they need to increase our blood supply. And the only way to do that is to get people to donate blood. Now I could tell y'all I got blood work done this morning. And just to look at the needle made me weak. I suck. Now, I'm going to say now, some things I'm really sucky at. And giving blood is one of them. So I can't even imagine just sitting there for hours with a needle stuck in my arm donating blood. I would probably just pass out. Anyway, if you want to get some blood, go to the redcrossblood.org. The Red Cross, you want to donate, go to redcrossblood.org and you can donate. And when you donate, you can go to Krispy Kreme and get your donut. You're going to need that sugar to bounce back. I'm just saying. All right, I'm going to my last song, guys, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to shut it down and give you my word of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
Your eyes tell me that you don't want to leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me fake it. When I'm with you, my legs go weak. Yeah. Can you hear it? I think my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah. This feeling is getting so strong. Love me till the morning, love me all night long. There's something special about you. You're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like our time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, babe. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like our time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want. All of your love.
Welcome back. Listen, guys, that's all I got for you. But before I go, I want to give you my inspiration for the day. And here it goes. It says, this life is mine alone. So I have stopped asking people for directions to places they've never been. Oh my goodness of life. Let me say it one more time. This life is mine alone. So I have stopped asking people for directions to places they've never been. Let me tell y'all something. Stop talking to people and trying to get to about things that they've never done. Right? They can't give you any directions to places they've never gone. They ain't talking to the ones that don't. That's a waste of time. Why? Why? So and take your path. It's your path to take. Take your path. Don't try to walk their path, and don't, especially if they've never walked the path that you're trying to go down. I'm just trying to help somebody out. That's all I got for you today. I got to call some family members. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 56 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. Be sure if you miss any episodes of this show to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. If you want me to give a shout out to somebody, no matter where you are in this world, that person is in this world. If you want me to shout out a birthday, a congratulations, a happy anniversary, just shoot me an email at audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com. Put in the subject line, shout out. Okay? Do that. If you want to be a guest on this show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. If you have a business and you're looking for a way to get more exposure to your show and you want to do a video spotlight with me on this show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com, click on Be My Guest. All right? We're going to be doing live videos starting next month. So if you know that you have a a business and you want to be in the spotlight, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com, click on Be My Guest, and you can do that there. If you want to co-host a show with me one day because you're funny, you got jokes, because I want funny. I want you to be funny. We ain't talking politics. Politics is on Sunday. Popcorn and Politics every Sunday live at 1 p.m. We're not talking politics. If you're funny and you want to come on my show and make me laugh through the whole show because I like to laugh, you want to play good music with me, come on the show. I invite you to come on the show. If you want to do that, go to Audrey, send me an email, audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com, and put co-host in the subject line. Okay? All right. Listen, guys, stay safe out there. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.